Are we live?
Yes, we are now live.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mazi. Happy birthday to you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. Long life is your portion. Happy birthday to you. I want to say a big happy birthday to one of our comrades.
For he is a jolly good fellow. For he is a jolly good fellow. For he is a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us. Hooray! Happy birthday!
Thank you, everyone. I had to stop and put on my lights. So, thank you, honestly. I didn't know Dr. Mo had such a wonderful voice. I wonder why you are not selling your album by now. So, thank you, guys. Thank you.
Anyway,
thank you very much. I appreciate
that's a story. That's a story for another day. But Mazi, I want to say that you have held up in this movement right from day one. You've been a leader in this entire evolution, and you've played a very critical role. You have not only shown capacity in terms of leadership and of direction, but also have connected people, the entire movement, you know, home and abroad. And if we're counting among the nucleus of people who have held on for the new narrative of what this country holds, I mean, you're one of those people. You're completely detribalized. You're completely not, you're not given to the frills of the parochialism of what many are falling into. You're actually one of the heroes of this new nation that we are all building together. And you've done so much, and you have continued to do that, a selfless leader and an individual. Today, we celebrate you because we pray that in this season of your birthday, that Nigeria should see newness, that this movement should see, should be energized and reinvigorated by the presence of who you are. And so we celebrate you today. We celebrate you. We are thankful to share life and space with you. It's a privilege. You are a gift to Nigeria, to Africa, and to the world. And without mincing words, I want to tell you directly that we appreciate you as one of the leaders of the Free Nigeria movement. And for this few days and running into months now, you've done incredibly well. And we're so proud of you, home and abroad. And it's a good note to start. Thank you for holding up. You've always been there contributing your energy, your ideas, your finance, you're giving yourself, you moved in. I mean, you could have been in the UK and just continue, but you came down home. So you're one of the exceptional people. And from me, from all of us, Nigeria celebrates you, and we're thankful to have someone like you, you know, giving her all. On the account of you, the new nation will be built. And we celebrate you today, and are grateful to have you in our midst and in our lives. So thank you. That being said, maybe I just allow you, you know, to also respond and say one or two things before we move on with this whole protest tonight.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Mo, and thank you every one of us here. It's been a journey. It's not been easy, and sometimes it feels like, you know, just down to and let everyone go. But when you look at those looking up to you and those, you know, hoping that through what we do that we will get somewhere, you know, the motivation out there is for us to keep pushing. and we wouldn't give up. And I say to us, every one of us on this platform, every one of you that have sent me messages both on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, I say thank you for remembering me. It's I feel so much humbled. At some point I've been busy, and I came online. I saw over 3,000 messages. I'm like, Jesus Christ, 3,000. I mean, how does that work? But hey, I appreciate every single one of us. I cannot say that enough, that we are here collectively for one another. And, I pray for God to give us, not only me, the strength, the health, and what it takes to keep pushing. And we will keep pushing until we get results. Thank you all. And thank you all for joining this meeting this evening.
Thank you, and thank you. What a refreshing time to begin. And of course, we will continue to celebrate you. It's on the account of a day like this that we protest, that we get angry, because we should, a leader like you should be a governor in Nigeria, should be a senator. Yes, should be a president, not lifeless people who can't even hold up for 1 month. Potential. Nigeria is a ball of energy with people like you. And this is why we are angry, that we can have somebody of your capacity to lead this country. This is why we're protesting, and this is why we've been here angry for the last 34 days. For over 20 days, we have been on the ground in Abuja, going from one institution to another. From the US Embassy to the British Embassy to the Canadian Embassy to National Assembly to INEC to all the places, shouting and ranting as crazy people as we are, just to let the world know that the status quo is not acceptable. We've written letters, we've marched on the streets, we've been there, and we're also here. And we're getting ready to get back on the street, because it is not acceptable for us to have credible people who will not take over the helms of affairs and pilot this nation, to allow us to have a nation and a people that will sit in the Committee of Nations to be able to run the affairs of a nation like this. And guess what? We've not always been like this. The people who gave us this nation, this country, the people who gave us our independence are young people. They were in their 30s, they were in their 20s. They were energetic, they were credible, they had capacity, and they were strong. They didn't go on holiday. They withstood the foreigners, and they collected for us a country. But here we are today. The epidemic of corruption, of lawlessness, of embezzlement, of any has eaten into the fabric of our system. And so today we protest, today we are angry, today we're speaking to the world. And thank goodness they can hear us, they are hearing us. And so today I take my protest to the people who will not let Nigeria rest, to say that you're not going to rest, we are going to be here, we're going to continue. And as we prepare to hit the ground in a few days, we're going to hold you accountable and responsible. And because we know that power will never be given, we are prepared to take. And that's why we're going to hold the legislatures accountable, hold the judiciary accountable, hold the executive accountable until what belongs to us, our power, is given back to us. And so tonight, this will be our, tonight is not about Party, it's not about PDP, it's not about the shenanigans in the APC. Tonight is not about any religion. No, it's not about any region, it's not about ethnicity. It's about our common purpose. It's about reclaiming our collective mandate. We are saying tonight that it is not even about Obi, or it's not about Kwankwaso, or it's not about Atiku or Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We're saying it is of all the people who are running it down. We're asking that don't steal a vote for Obi as you not steal a vote for Tinubu. We're asking for the person who truly won the 2023 general election. We're asking that the mandate be given to the person. That's why we're here today. And so I take my protest to the Nigerian people as I hand over this anchoring to Ndidi all the way as she leads this protest on. Ndidi, the mic is yours.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Mo. You have actually spoken my mind, and I think that you're angry enough, so am I. And we're going to keep that anger flowing. Okay, so today is day number 33, if I'm right, of our protest. And this protest continues, just like we've done in the past, and we'll continue to say the same thing. And obviously, I mean, our mandate was stolen on the 25th of February this year. And during the presidential election, all of us went out and voted. We all stood there and we worked so hard. We campaigned just like every normal people. I mean, we just did everything we could. And still, after standing there in the rain, in the sun and everything, a president was selected for us. So what was the point in us going out there in the first place? What was the point? So today we are standing here and asking for Professor Mahmoud Yakubu to be arrested, prosecuted, and jailed in Nigeria, not outside the country. We want the bed bugs to bite him. Just like he's seen Nigeria as a whole has been raped. So him going to jail is nothing compared to what we've been through already. So we want everyone to be very, very angry. We're also looking up at the judiciary for them to do the needful, now that this case is in the court. So we're looking at each and every one of you to do the right thing. So having said that, let's go straight and see who are here and who is prepared to speak, who is prepared to be very, very angry tonight. So I can see Justice. Justice is there. Who else is going to speak tonight? Because we need more angry people tonight to come out and speak. We need people
want me to start?
Speak. So we need more people. So shall we start with Justice? Justice?
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So Justice,
okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And today, I am also carrying my protest, this time around, to the President-elect, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm sorry, I need to point out that he is the main issue, the main reason why we are doing this protest. Distinguished Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I know that you can hear me. In case, because the other time you said
Justice, it looks like your phone, the reception is not very good.
Can you hear me now?
Justice, unmute yourself. Yes. Okay, I can hear you.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that I understand that Bola Ahmed Tinubu may not be able to hear me because according to him, he does not go to Twitter by himself. But in case he is able to hear me, or whereby he's not able to hear me, those who work with him should please convey this message to him. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I want to so much start by
Oh, such a shame. Justice, your network is very, very poor. It looks like you need to move a bit. You need to move slightly so that we can hear you. We can't hear you now. Unmute yourself, Justice, if you're still speaking. Unmute yourself. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
So what? Yeah. So sorry, I am on the road, and by the time I will get home, the meeting might be over. So what I'm saying in earnest is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the main reason why we have been protesting. I am not protesting against Bola Ahmed Tinubu's emergence, but I'm protesting against the abnormality and the injustice meted on Nigerian people.
Okay. Unfortunately, Justice, we have to let you go for now. You can come back. You can come back a bit later and continue because we can't hear you at all. We can't hear you. Okay. So who else? I mean, we need. Who else is going to speak anger tonight? Who is going to shout and scream and tell us what you think about this whole thing? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear. I can hear.
Okay, okay. So, I mean, while we're, right, okay. So we have Samson. Samson, thank you for raising your hands up. We're going to just wait for Justin to come back. The Justice has a very poor network, so we'll wait for him to get back. In the meantime, so Samson, go ahead and speak. We're waiting for you.
Okay, thank you very much. And thank everyone that has been here every day. Today, it's another sad day, just like any other day, because the thief that has stolen our mandate has gone abroad, stayed for almost a month, using our taxpayers' money, because when someone is declared elected, immediately they becomes the property of the country. They start enjoying the benefit of a sitting president. So this man stole our mandate and went abroad to go and stay for 30 days, almost 30 days, enjoy himself with our resources, and he's back. And they are doing the drama of president-elect is back. It is very painful because these are the exact reasons why we are not going anywhere. These are the exact reasons of the problems of Nigeria. And yesterday, we were talking about
the darkness, the NEPA light and all that. And you cannot disassociate the way Nigerians think. Because people, there is something about light that illuminates the lives and even the spirit and the soul of the people. And that is why bad things, witchcraft and all that happens in the night. So Nigerians, because we have been in perpetual darkness, we don't have light. Our minds are also dark. And then we continue to behave like sheep. Especially the followers, the Nigerian people. And I am saying that we need to rise up. We need to rise up. Few days ago, the Sultan of Sokoto, when the election of Nigeria, when Nigerians were robbed, this same man, Sultan of Sokoto, was in Nigeria. When people were being killed because they wanted to vote, Sultan was in Nigeria. When people were prevented from voting, Sultan was in Nigeria. People were killed in Southern Kaduna. People were killed in Benue State. People were killed in Borno. People were killed in Zamfara. This same man was in Nigeria. He did nothing. But few days ago, when he was speaking about the Salah, he said Obi and the rest of the people should accept a defeat in good faith and accept the result for the good of the nation. For the good of what nation? Which nation? For the good of a nation that, of the criminals that will steal the elections and go to them and pay homage and give them millions at the detriment of their own people that are being killed every day. In Sokoto, Sokoto is not left out of the killings of bandits, of the kidnapping of school children. Sokoto is not left out. I remember that traditional rulers, up to 2 or 3 were kidnapped. 2 were killed in Sokoto. This same Sultan could not do nothing. But today, he is coming to come and advise for the good of Nigeria. What good of Nigeria? When you keep quiet, you see the steal election because you know that these are the people that will come back and come and pay homage to Sultan and then bring cows and bring billions of naira to you. So we should, Nigerians should keep quiet, and the aspirants and the candidates should accept defeat. What defeat? No one was defeated. They were stolen. So if someone steal your thing, and then another person is coming to be claiming a peacemaker and tell you, okay, allow that thing that was stolen to go for the good of the community. What a heck! And what a criminal Sultan. These are the people that are part of the problem. The other day I was speaking particularly to these traditional leaders. Because in the past, people like Sultan, I remember during the times of Shagari and all this, the Sultans, they were so important, so respectful, that even the military leaders that used to carry gun to intimidate people, we go and respect them. Anytime these traditional rulers and people like Sultan, they spoke. Even the military will lay down their arms. But today, they are the champions. They are the people standing behind the criminal illiterates, the drug barons, to steal the people, the future of the people. In Southern state and in Southern region of the country, we have over 20 million out of school children. We have more than 11 million alamajiris. It is the most, in fact, it is the North that have made Nigeria the poverty capital of the world. And you are happy sitting there giving advices of that people should accept the result, elections in good faith and for the peace of the nation. You are not thinking about the out of school children. You are not thinking about the Alamajiri children that are just a time bomb. The moment they become 13, 14, they are already in the camps of terrorists, being recruited in mass, coming to cause destruction and harm to the nation. It is very, very sad and pathetic for somebody like his status to come out and say such a thing. Even the APC, when they were rigging the election, and Tiff Mahmoud, they were quick to tell us to tell people to go to court. Now people are in court, and they cannot allow the process to go on, and they are busy running their stupid and dirty mouth in the name of traditional rulers and holy month to advise people to accept a result. It is an insult to Nigerians and to our sensibility. And then, again, 2 days ago or 3 days ago, Buhari was asking Nigerians for forgiveness. Forgiveness of what? You have not even apologized to the nation. You have not even apologized to the nation for supervising the killings of Nigeria, supervising the highest theft so far in Nigerian history of our crude oil. You have not apologized to that. You have not apologized for dividing Nigeria so badly that every Nigerians today are very sensible of their religion and their tribes and their region. Has Buhari apologized to us for the 77 trillion naira debt he has incurred for our unborn generations? But he's so eager, he's saying that he's so eager to go to Daura, to go and rest, to go and do what? And then you are asking us for forgiveness. Forgiveness for what? Have you apologized to Nigeria? And forgiveness for rigging our election? See the same statement speech that he was making. You were still talking about this election was the best election so far conducted in Nigeria, the most freest, the most fairest election. In whose word was this election credible? In which word this election was free and fair? Election that people died, for the first time in history. In the past, it was INEC that will prevent people from voting because they will not give them their voters card, or they will refuse to vote to register people, as they did this time around also. But for the first time in history, people were prevented physically not to vote because they come from certain regions, or they look somehow, or they were not going to vote a particular candidate, irrespective of their tribe. As long as you were not willing to vote a particular candidate or a particular party, you were prevented from voting.
Okay, Samson, thank you very much. Just round up, 30 seconds to round up, please.
So I am very, very sad. I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very unhappy. And I want to call upon all the Nigerians that we cannot continue this way, and we must rise. We must rise, no matter the numbers, whether we are 10, whether we are 20, whether we are 100, we must rise. We must rise. Today, Sudan is on fire. It's because of 2 individuals, just 2 individuals. But Sudan is on rest. And we must arise, Nigerians. And as I said the other time, we must boil. We must boil like Jogobi until Nigeria is so hot for the criminals that have stolen our mandate and every other criminal that are behind them until we reclaim Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Samson. You are absolutely right. We will stay where we are until these criminals, all of them, these criminals that have had their knees on our necks for years. I mean, look at when Dr. Moore was actually saying the other time that our country, these people, when they started coming, they were in their 20s and early 30s. Gowon, the first person we had in this country was I think 31 when he came on as the first military leader. Even this Buhari was 41. Obasanjo was I think he was about 30 something as well. So they were very young. So why is it that now they think that they have monopoly of ruling this country, even when they are dead? Because they are very, very old now. Can't even understand how they're still fighting to continue in this horror, because this is a horror for a country like Nigeria. So I don't understand why. Nigeria is aghast. We are suffering. People are suffering. Young people are suffering out there. And they are still hanging on to power. And the worst part of it is that they've sent out all their children. They are not in this country. When they are sick, they leave the shores of the country and go over to America, Britain, the West. They just go out and get themselves some treatment. Honestly, this is just wrong. It's very, very wrong. So let's get angry. And I need more people to come out here and speak. I need more people to come out. We need people to get angry and come out here and pour out their hearts. So let me quickly call on, I think this is Princess Vivo 1901. I would imagine it's Princess.
Yes, please, it's Princess Vivo 1901.
Go for it. Good evening to you. Go for it. Thank you, darling.
I'm sorry you cannot still see my face because I hardly have light here. It's part of the problem we're having in this bloody country that they have put us in, because they feel we don't deserve anything good. We should stay in the dark. Like I always say, people that do evil love darkness. That's why they've kept us in the dark. They are trying to keep us in the dark, both physically and spiritually. And we are saying, no, spiritually, we will not be in the dark. We will not be guarded. We will not be, our mouth will not be sealed. We must continue to talk. I was listening to our brother that was just speaking right now. Indeed, if Buhari is coming to apologize, the only apology that we can accept right now is for him to stand for the truth. He should come out and say the truth already and say, yes, he has failed us, and that actually this election was all a scam, that what they did is wrong, that Tinubu should just return the ticket to the right person, and that the judiciary should know the truth. Because I don't understand why he's mute. Is he under some sort of pressure or what by this man called Tinubu? Is it that maybe he has some of his secrets that he doesn't want him to unveil? Or what is he really afraid of as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Why is he afraid? Why is he afraid of somebody? Why can't he come outside and say something? It's quiet there as if there is nothing going on in the country. And he's telling us when he leaves, he's going to Daura. Going to Niger, not Daura. We already know he's from the Niger. He should not deceive anybody. He's going home now. That is why he built train lines down to that place. He came here and took our resources to build Niger. Even was it last year or thereabout, after COVID thereabout, that he bought cars, about 14 or how many vehicles for Niger government. If it's not from there, we're having problems here. Children are on strike. They were not in school at that period. And then you now bought cars of billions and you're sending it to another country. Are you a Father Christmas? You will not sweep your own house. Your house is leaky. You're going to mend another person's house. Because this actually is not his home. They deceive us all the time. Foreigners come and rule us here and do whatsoever they desire. This is not his home now. If it's his home, he will keep it safe. Instead of doing things out there. We have a lot of states in Nigeria that the railway lines have not gone through. He did railway line to Niger to allow the terrorists and the bandits to have access to us. Our borders are so porous. Anytime they need them, they come inside here and kill us. Why should he build a railway line to that place? Have they finished the one in the country? Even from Asaba here and all the warrior and the rest, you cannot even get a direct one to Abuja. You must stop in Itakpe and all those places or wherever to get to Abuja. You take vehicle. And the roads are not good. At least if those train lines are working, we will be able to tackle with peace of mind, and then the accident will reduce on the road, and then all those what are they calling it? Big trucks can go on the road and deliver goods. Why the people will be safe? Didn't do it. He did it somewhere else, and he's coming to tell us that he's sorry. Sorry for what? There's no need for him to say he's sorry. You tell people you're sorry when what you are doing is intentional. What you are doing is deliberate. You know this thing is done, and you keep doing it. You still need to cry when the head is cut off. They've killed us all already. Emotionally, physically, it's only spiritually they cannot kill us. Because we still believe that there's a God somewhere that is the creator of the universe, that is greater than all of them, no matter what they are doing. God defeated the whole world. Jesus Christ came in death and defeated death in the grave. So they should know that they will be defeated. If they are going around with the devil, God defeated Satan. God threw Satan from heaven to this earth. And that's how God will destroy them too. This is so unfortunate. You can imagine a country like this with intelligent people that to rule us. We decide to carry an Escobar and an Osama bin Laden to come and rule us. You can imagine an Escobar and an Osama bin Laden to come and rule us. How is it going to be possible? How can someone like Shetima, with all his past records, when he was the governor of Borno, how can he come and say he wants to deputize Tinubu? With all his evil antecedents. Till tomorrow, we are looking for our children, Chibok girls. Where are they? Are they dead? Are they somewhere being raped by the day? Having children? Nobody knows. How do they think their mothers will feel? How do they think women like us will feel? Do they know what it means to carry a child for 9 months? If your child is dead and you know where you buried that child, you say, yes, this is it. But this one, you don't even know the welfare of that child. Over 200 girls. It's more than 8 years now or thereabouts. Where are they? And such a person like Shetima is walking freely on the road in this kind of country that is so lawless. They do everything with so much impunity because they've given themselves immunity. It's very sad. Then such a person will come. After they have kidnapped children, he went and gave the principal of the school a position. For what? To thank her for making it possible to pack our girls. And then you are not coming to come and tell us that you want to be our vice so that you can kidnap all of us and kill us already. Already during his campaign, Shetima was already saying he will be the commander-in-chief of the armed forces while Tinubu will be in charge of economy. So they want to twist our constitution upside down. You can imagine Shetima being the commander-in-chief. So you'll be in charge of all the arms so that they can kill us at will. That is their plan. And it will never work. Nigerians, they should wake up already and keep remembering what these people have been saying. During their campaign, maybe it's God that made them to be saying those things. It could be, today, maybe it's a mistake, but God is making them to speak so that we will understand what is coming and so that we will rise up. Because the Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. So when they are saying these things, they might think that it is a mistake. It's not a mistake, oh. They are telling us what they are coming to deliver. And if you're not sensitive, you will not understand. You think it's all a joke. This is not a joke. He said he will be the commander-in-chief. So people should get up. For such a man that cannot account for our girls will not come. What did he live in Borno when he was there? What did he do? Than to kidnap children. He has no conscience. Where are those kids? Where did they put them? And then we say we have a security and we have armed forces people and we have a whatever judiciary, and that man is free. And they even gave him tickets to come and come and be vice president. Nigeria should wake up. This thing is so sad. Every day when I go through the news, get my updates, I keep getting angry. They will come with religion, they will come with tribe, they will come with everything. They have divided us. Making some people that are even educated to talk so senselessly. So senselessly, I think they don't have a brain. I don't know the kind of demon working inside these people. And they now want us to sit down and look. It will not happen this time. This time, this country, we're either going to make it, get it right this time, or that is the end. I keep repeating what Pa Adeban just said, that if these people come on board, there will be no more Nigeria. This is the time we either make Nigeria or break Nigeria completely. Completely. Like you were just saying now, Ndidi, how in the past, young people were the ones in power. But now that seat now is for retirement. So that when they die, they will give them presidential burial or what, I don't know. How can people of over 100 years be ruling people? Be ruling children? That's how we'll continue. By the time this one come now and finish, the next person will be warming up at 90. Why? 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 They don't have this, the sense, they don't even have what it takes, they don't have the strength and all that. Today now we are hearing that the president-elect is back to Abuja. And a lot of youth feel themselves there in the airport and hailing and welcoming him back. I don't know what those people want to gain. Do they think those people know them one-on-one? No. After all, there's a video that's been going viral. One young man in Lagos that worked for this APC. Now he's sick, looking for help, having heart problem or something. None of them is helping him. He's lying on the streets there and begging and asking people to forgive him that he chose the wrong path. Nemesis will surely catch up with them, one after the other. They ain't seen nothing yet. If you work for evil, evil will come your way. If you don't like good thing to come your way, because anybody that kills by the gun or sword, you must die by the sword. You sit down there and be doing rubbish things all around the place, following bad people. Why should you follow bad people? They don't even know you. They don't know you. I was in a Twitter space which day. One young lady was talking nonsense. That we are here talking, why are we not supporting Tinubu? That we are just being tribalistic, this and that. And she's a Yoruba lady. If you hear most of them talking this thing, they are people from the south. You hear them talking about Tinubu, even before the election time, during campaign and everything. When you talk to them, they will say they must vote Tinubu. That they don't vote Tinubu, they are not original son of the soil, that they are bastard. They will tell you, Mikin Shomale, Omo Elenimi, this and that. I will vote for my own. Vote for your own now. After all of us go to the same market. Shebi, when they remove subsidy now, all of us will buy the same fuel. Whatever I buy, that's what you will buy. You will not buy anything cheaper. So let us continue in this mess, those that want to continue. But we, of the Free Nigeria movement, we are not ready. We are not ready to continue in this mess. We are just starting. This protest will continue. That May 29 will not hold. It will never hold. It will never hold in this country. We must get our country back. It's either now or never. Nigeria is now or never. A new Nigeria must be born this time around.
Thank you.
I want to hit the mic at this point because I don't want to get emotional, and I have headache every time when I talk about Nigeria issue. I have headache.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Princess. Every time you speak, my blood starts boiling. I am not as eloquent as you are, but you just go for it and you say exactly, it's like you're mirroring exactly what's going on in this country by the way you speak. So I am very, very grateful. I'm sure we'll all appreciate you coming up here to speak every single day. Thank you so much, Princess. Thank you. Shall we now?
Thank you very much, my sister.
We're going to limit the time now to 1.5 minutes or 2 so that other people will get the chance to speak. So Frank, go ahead and speak. 2 minutes maximum. Unmute yourself. Okay, hold on.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Frank, and thank you so much for this opportunity, Dr. Mo and everyone here. Yeah, what's happening in Nigeria? Yakubu Mahmoud called for an election, and he gave promises. He promised Nigerians heaven and earth. And then on election day, he was the only person who decided to change the goalpost when the match is on. Mahmoud told everyone around the world that election results would reflect real time. And then on election day, he was able to upload Senate and House of Rep results, but then there was no room for the presidential results. And we saw lots of padded results on several social media platforms and even physical copies. So now all these atrocities happen in Nigeria in the name of election, and the killing, the destruction of property that followed. Then we have a president called President Buhari, who is saying this and that when he should be calling Yakubu Mahmoud to order. In a sensible society, President Buhari should be the first person to suspend Mahmoud and investigate everything that has. Pardon me. So President Buhari, if he knows what he's doing and if he's not part of this criminality and illegality called election, he should have been the first person to suspend Yakubu Mahmoud, investigate him, and ensure that the whole system, the whole process, electoral process was properly investigated to cross out every illegality. But instead, Buhari endorsed this process, which technically means that he is part of this illegality, no matter how he tried to remove himself from the process. Because I don't see the reason why someone like you gave over 3 billion naira to conduct an election, and that is what Mahmoud was able to produce for Nigeria. And that is what 300 billion naira can produce for Nigeria. So where are we in this country? So we throw money everywhere without questioning. And Buhari think that it is okay for him to keep silent and to say this and say that. So I'm calling on President Buhari to do the right thing. Yakubu Mahmoud should be sacked immediately and investigated and ensure that if found guilty in every obvious criminality that has taken place during the election process, he should be jailed. That is what Nigerians need. I don't see any reason why Yakubu Mahmoud should be there as INEC chairman. And as for the judiciary, you are the last hope of Nigeria. Do the right thing. It's not like you can't complete this process within 2 weeks or before 29th of May. For the sake of Nigeria, I am calling on the Nigerian judiciary. Speed up justice, please. Complete this tribunal before the 29th of May, because Nigeria is in a grave danger. We are in the process where if this gets to the 29th of May, we'll have a drug baron sworn in as the president of Nigeria. We are already struggling with national image, bad national image. And what that could do to our country is beyond redeemable. And all of our children and our unborn children names will be tarnished, will be rubbed in this mud. So the judiciary, please stand up, because you can do this. Wake up and do the right thing for Nigeria. Speed up justice, complete the tribunal process before the 29th of May. I yield the mic.
Thank you so much, Frank. Thank you. Let's move quickly to Reverend Jerry J. Okoye.
Reverend Jerry, thank you once again, Ndidi, my senior sister.
Thank you.
Speaking from Adamawa State. Nigeria as a state is supposed to be a democratic state, meaning government of the people, for the people, and by the people. It is very unfortunate today that we are seeing impunity, lawlessness, wickedness in the highest order. Unfortunately, these menaces are coming from our fathers, fathers who are supposed to protect our law, who are supposed to maintain law and order, the legacy of this nation. They are the ones tearing the nation children. If they don't consider the future of other over 200 million Nigerians, where is this wickedness coming from? Contesting with EDP. The same thing that happened to us on the process is what we witnessed in Adamawa State. While the collection of result was going on, the resident electoral officer came and announced a result contrary to the will of the people. Thank God Adamawa State stood on their ground. Thank God Abuja heard our voice. You know, all the big boys turning and returning these results, and whatever dwells in Abuja, all the wickedness is coming from Abuja. Thank God that evil was averted, because that would have resulted to bloodshed and many people would have been victims from that rerun. Thank God the right person was declared. Now, this is an election that was clearly won. Even INEC knew that the wrong person was selected. The announcement was INEC choice, not Nigerian choice. The populace of Nigeria are still demanding for their mandate. I therefore, as I summarize, call on the government of the day. The best apology is to revise and return to the right thing. They can wipe away the shame and all the evil they have done for these 7 years that is about rounding up. If they choose to do the right thing today, to bring the right person on board. I'm calling on INEC. Nigeria can still forgive Mahmoud and everyone that turned our result if they can bear witness to the truth. Let them return to the tribunal and bear witness and apologize to Nigeria. I'm calling on the tribunal, the entire judiciary. Let them rise up, even for the sake of the future of their own children. Let them rise up and say, no, this won't continue. As they normally say, that the court is the hope of the common man. The entire Nigeria is looking up to them to do the right thing. This is not a time to keep quiet. We are protesting that justice should prevail. We still have confidence in the justice system of Nigeria. We saw what happened in Adama. When the woman ran to court, the court turned her down because they understood what played. The same thing that played in Adama was the same thing that played in that presidential election. And we, the youths of Nigeria, we, the people of Nigeria, we are saying, no, this will not continue. If we do that, the right thing today is still early. 29th May is still far. Please, everyone that is involved, whether the military, whether the politicians, for the sake of your children, the future of your children, stand out, speak out. This is the right time. This will not continue. Thank you, all the comrades. Thank you for everyone that has spoken and those that will still speak. We won't keep quiet. Even if the weak have chosen to keep quiet, we won't keep quiet until the mandate is recovered. This man parading himself is a mess, is a shame. I don't want to scandalize a personality, but I am condemning the process, and we can't keep quiet until the right thing is being done. So I'm saying this everywhere in Nigeria, let no one keep quiet. You know, one foolish Nigeria always say, if we speak, we die. If we keep quiet, we'll die. I'm sure everyone knows that foolish man, but it has become a central statement. So we won't keep quiet. So I want to thank all the comrades in the house. I want to encourage you, be strong, because I am certain that this mandate must be restored. This mandate must be restored. We are mobilizing already Adamawa State, the youth, the fathers, everyone is at all waiting for the next thing. So this protest will continue, and you will see more and more people standing to say justice must prevail. Thank you, my senior sister Ndidi, and every other person. I love you. I celebrate you for your courage, what you have begun. We are certain that victory will be ours. Nigeria will be great again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Reverend Jerry. And yes, go ahead and do what you need to do in Adamawa, because we should all be out there protesting. It doesn't matter where you are, how many you are in number. We all need to be out there protesting, because they've stolen our mandate everywhere. All Nigerians everywhere should be protesting. Where I am here now, I am protesting. So we should be doing the same thing all over the country. Every Nigerian has got the right to protest and to come out and do so. We want this to be peaceful. We don't want to break any laws, because we're not like these people. We're not like Mahmoud. We're not like him. We're not like all these criminals that are out there. Because we come out and we destroy things, they will still spend our money. They will even steal more from us, because they will now give it as a contract for people to use it, the opportunity, and steal more from us. So we need to come out and protest peacefully until our mandate is given back to us. So with that said, let me just give Justice. I'll give you 1 minute to round up, because you've spoken before we close for the day. We've gone beyond the time. So just 1 minute and we'll close.
Thank you, Andy. Yeah, so great Nigerian people. My own protest, like I was trying to point out, goes directly to first Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. Tinubu, we appreciate all your resilience during the campaign period. We appreciate all the entertainment that we got from you. We appreciate all your effort, even when you travel to Chatham House. We appreciate your effort even when you were raising the staff while the national anthem is being recited. We appreciate everything, even when you were dancing during campaign. But we thought that everything will end with campaign and we will get Nigeria work again. I never envisaged that Professor Mahmoud would declare you as the winner of the presidential election. I never emphasized that even if on a normal ground that you won this election, you could have been the one to tell Professor Mahmoud not to declare you winner, because you have a lot of baggage. You have a lot of baggage. Tinubu, you know clearly that you are a known drug lord. It is out there and cannot be hidden. You lied over it. Festus Kayamo supported you on national TV and lied and lied. But the truth remains that no matter how fast falsehood flies, it will still meet the truth where the truth is. I was disappointed when you accepted and you read your acceptance speech. You are a drug lord, and we don't need a drug lord to be the president of Nigeria. We don't need somebody who has at his 70th, in his 70s, went and swore an allegiance to another nation. Allegedly, you have a diplomatic passport of Guinea at 70. Oh my goodness. It would have been a different case if you were born in Guinea and your parents were Nigerians. Tell me how much you regarded Nigeria, how much respect and patriotic you think you were when you went to collect the diplomatic passport of Guinea. We need a patriotic Nigerian to be the president of Nigeria. We don't need somebody whose one leg is in Nigeria and one leg is out there. We don't need somebody who is known to be a drug lord. And I don't know, I am not your physician, but I will still believe that part of the reasons why you raise your staff up during the national anthem recitation could be traced back to your drug business. I'm also calling on the NDLEA. There was sometime a report some years ago when NDLEA intercepted a drug barons, and before we knew it, the case died. Rumor has it that before the case died, Tinubu met with the NDLEA boss, and we never heard about that drug issue. We are calling now, my protest again is going to the NDLEA. Bring back those issues that had to do with drug trafficking and prosecute them accordingly. We cannot allow rascality to be the dividend of Nigerian democracy, because this is what it is becoming. If you are not part of the rascality, you cannot benefit from Nigerian democracy. And this is what we are saying no to that. No, it cannot stand. Buhari, I am also reaching out to you. You killed 3 men in 1980s for drug trafficking, and you are now warming up to hand over power to a drug lord. We are saying, think twice. You are planning to fly to Niger. Let me tell you, when this hits, this thing that is being boiled up now, when it starts, even those in America will not even receive it. I mean, they will receive it hot. Because by the time Nigerians will start walking on their foot out of Nigeria en masse, you see that even your Niger, you are not safe there. You cannot be planning to fly or move to Niger because you knew that you have set a fire. You have set illegality to be the standard of our Nigerian governance. We are saying no to that. We need somebody who would be competent enough to negotiate before the community of nations. We don't need representatives. We don't need somebody to be a spokesperson. in the community of nations, at the United Nations conference and conventions. We need somebody who is competent, who has a philosophy, who understands the philosophy of leadership to be at the helm of the affairs. Nigeria needs to go to reclaim its position and its status at the community of nations or at the committee of nations. I am asking that the so-called REC, who has been declared at large, be found as immediately as possible. And again, Mahmoud, he did a similar thing. So even though the other guy is still at large, Mahmoud is still present. We want Mahmoud to be arrested and dealt with accordingly and according to the law. Tinubu, my final word for you is this. We need you to retire. Go, you have your grandchildren that you can even babysit, take care of, and enjoy your life, whether good or bad. All the lootings that you have done in the past, your drug lord business and all its profits, go and enjoy it. Don't bring your drug business, don't bring your life, don't bring yourself to the presidential villa, to Aso Rock. We don't need it. Nigeria does not need that at this time. Nigeria is breaking. We have over 133 million abject poor people. We need Nigeria to work again. We have a lot of youth that are jobless, begging for money on social media. I have met some of my friends here in the United States who will tell me that Nigerians are begging for money on social media, white guys. And I feel so much disappointed and embarrassed. And why is it so? Because nothing is working in Nigeria. Nothing, despite all the abundance of human and natural resources that we have in endowment. Buhari, you keep receiving and collecting loans in the name of Nigeria. Loans that we don't know when we will be done paying. We are asked. My protest is that Nigeria must work again. This protest must continue. And let me tell you, whether peaceful or not peaceful, it must yield the results. You lack the legitimacy, Tinubu. You can, nothing on earth can make you buy the legitimacy. As far as you locally, you have lost it, you will still lose it internationally.
Thank you so much, Justin. And with that, thank you so much. I don't really need to add anything to what you've said. You were very, very clear and to the point. So those of us who have ears, let them hear. And I will round up by saying that all these people, currently I'm in the UK, will be looking for your children all over the place. So it won't end with, we need this to stop now. So anywhere we find anything that belongs to any of you, they are all our enemies as well. So let's go ahead and come in here tomorrow. The protest continues. So let's, at this juncture, just sing the second stanza of the national anthem before we all go. So, O God of creation,
direct our noble cause, guide our leaders, our youth and truth to know. In all the honesty to look, just and true, where loyalty height attends to build a nation, yeah, peace and justice shall reign.
This anger there, so that we can come back tomorrow even more angry. Because this is our reality now. We have to continue to be angry until our mandate is restored. Until we find Dr. Mahmoud in prison. Nigerians. So, I will see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, well, sir. Good night, beloved, indeed, my senior sister. More
Good
grace.
night, everyone. Thank you very much.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, doctor. I celebrate all of you. The process continues.
Thank you.
We will not get tired until we recover all. You talk to me. Hello, senior sister. Hello, Ndidi.
Yes.
I say you talk to me.
Okay, I'm listening.
Talk to your brother. I think the meeting is over.
You cracked me up. You cracked me up.
I'm waiting today. Hello.
We need to end the meeting. Yes.
I actually miss Weibo.
Yes, it's gone now. Done. So let's it's finished.
Okay.
Yes, but let's not do this here. We need to finish and end the meeting.
Yes. Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Okay.
Talk to me
later.
Thank
you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So